This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. This is just more of the same absurdity. I have to give credit. I saw this first on New World Agenda 2's channel. I'll leave the link up below. Nope, this isn't satire news. This is the government in the UK wanting and asking the United Nations to change the language in their treaty that refers to pregnant women to refer to pregnant people. As the headline reads, men can be pregnant too, British government tells United Nations. Huh? I don't know about anybody out there, but I've never seen a baby come out of a penis before, and I wouldn't want to. But I'm pretty sure that is not physically possible for anyone who is born with male genitalia. So if it's not coming out of a man's penis, where is it coming out? Of his rear end? Now, I've seen some post Nachos Bel Grande Taco Bells the size of a newborn baby, but I'm pretty sure a baby isn't coming out of there either. This world has lost its mind. Men can be pregnant too. They don't have a womb. A man can't physically give birth to a child, but we're changing the language so that pregnant people and men can be pregnant too. The British government is asking the UN to change treaty language that refers to pregnant women to instead refer to pregnant people. Claiming the term woman is exclusionary to transgender men who are now or who have previously born children. I mean, do you ever think there's going to be a day, like, this is something if someone told you when you were 15 or 20 years old, you'd say, oh, well, what is it, in the Star magazine at the grocery store? You know, alien gives birth to Hillary Clinton's baby, those types of headlines. And this is the Washington Times, folks. This is the government in the UK declaring this. This isn't Saturday Night Live. This isn't some Hollywood production movie, although the news pretty much is a Hollywood production. This is what is happening in our world. And somehow people aren't waking up to this. Now, I read all the comments and people say, well, this is what liberals have become in this liberal society. Well, like I always say, there is no left, there is no right. It's all a divide and conquer tactic. But if there are people who believe that they're in this left, how in the world can they be looking at this and saying that this makes sense? How can they not be laughing at such a ridiculous notion? It says the statement comes in Britain's official submission on proposed amendments to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, to which the UK has been a signatory since 1976. The newspaper noted there were just 2 known cases of children born to transgender men. The phenomenon appears to be quite rare on this side of the Atlantic as well. Yeah, because it's never happened. It's not real. Men can't give birth to babies. A 5-year-old knows this, but apparently 60-year-old government officials are declaring that men suddenly can give birth. In July 2008, an American transgender man named Thomas Beatty was the subject of human interest stories on the ABC network regarding his pregnancy and delivery of a baby girl. In late July 2017, Tristan Reese became the latest transgender man in the U.S. to deliver a child to term. While transgender activists may cheer the stand taken by Prime Minister Theresa May's conservative government, some feminists have complained it amounts to Her Majesty's government looking down on the unique challenges biologically female women face. I mean, just listen to this asinine debate, this asinine article, this whole notion. This isn't inclusion. This is making women unmentionable, said feminist writer Sarah Deatum. Having a female body and knowing what that means for reproduction doesn't make you exclusionary, forcing us to scrub out any reference to our sex on pain of being called bigots is an insult. So people are even debating this. Like, I mean, is there a debate for everything at this point? No one's debating the governments. No one's debating where these missing kids are going. But we have men and women debating if men can get pregnant or not. And if by taking the title pregnant women and turning it to pregnant people, feminists are angry as well because it's not fair. Because it's disrespectful to the struggles a woman goes through with the female body. I mean, think of this stuff we're talking about. They're dumping chemicals on our heads. Cancer's rising by the day. Autism rising by the day. Alzheimer's rising by the day. Lou Gehrig's disease rising by the day. All these diseases just rising. Statistics even showing it. They're not even hiding it. They're coming out and saying, listen, these are all increasing by like 200%. People are like, what? Oh no, I hope I don't get it. But let me waste my time arguing as to whether or not a man can give birth to a baby from his crotch. I mean, anyone else ready to check out? You know, how can people even be in this world, have conversations with people like this who are even on either side? I mean, feminists coming out and saying this is making women unmentionable. I mean, this shouldn't even be a topic. This sensitive society that we live in, it's just getting worse by the day, right? Everybody's emotion, and they've created this, obviously. This is how they get away with getting everybody to give up their rights, everybody being sensitive. This is how we're going to get rid of free speech. Everything's going to be deemed hate speech, right? Don't question anything. How dare you say it's ridiculous that a man can't give birth? That's going to be considered hate speech. I mean, where does it stop? I guess it just doesn't stop until the trumpets sound. And we're talking about our governments here. This is the UK government. Okay? This is the equivalent to here, you know, in America, Donald Trump coming out and saying this, or Obama doing it before he left. Government officials demanding that treaties be rewritten so they could be politically correct and say that men can be pregnant too. This is the stuff that they're focusing on, and people don't see an agenda here. This is important. Oh my goodness, the treaty says pregnant women. It's so offensive to transgender men or transgender women, whatever they are. Who can even figure out which is what, right? I identify as a trans, What's between your legs? A penis? Great, you're a man. You dressing in drag? Great, you're still a man. Story's over. That's where it ends. It should never even have started, to be honest. Now, people don't go, wow, all this stuff going on, all these diseases, all these people homeless, all this. This is headline news. This is stuff that the government needs to focus on, is being playing to the emotions of the transgender audience. And people don't see how this whole trans thing is an agenda. And what they're doing to blur the lines between sexes. What they're doing to take away genders. All you got to do is look at this freak, the Baphomet. Look no further. And who worships the Baphomet? Satanists worship the Baphomet. And what is the Baphomet? Look at it. Yeah, a goat. Other than that, though, breasts and a penis. And who else worshipped the Baphomet? Oh, the Knights Templar? I mean, how far back does Baphomet worship go? And the agenda to create one everything. And while they sit here and do this stuff and pretty much make a mockery of our society, because that's what this is. This is a mockery. This is them going, wow, you people are so stupid. You actually even care about how a treaty that you would never even have heard of is worded. And we're going to make this headline news so that transgender people don't feel emotionally suppressed. Meanwhile, What's going on around the world? Meanwhile, you okay with getting dumped from the sky? You get okay with aluminum being dumped on you? You okay with breathing all this in? You okay with the ingredients in the side of your box of food that you buy from the store? Or the pesticides and the chemicals dumped on your fruit or whatever you're buying? It's amazing to me. It's amazing. Because when people see stuff like this, no matter what you want to categorize yourself as, if you're someone who's asleep and you want to say, I'm a liberal, you should just go, this is insanity and it's pointless and it's such a waste of time. And this is what governments are doing. And they don't see that there's an agenda behind it. Unbelievable, folks. Welcome to 2017. If we make it to 2018, who knows what's next, right? Next thing you know, elephants will be giving birth to men and women. I mean, it's unbelievable, the stuff that they can come up with. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.